Thank you for watching another episode of our Certified Supplier Initiative Ningbo Factory Tour. I will be your host for today. I am Darnell. Now, Certified Supplier Initiative was launched by China Toy and Juvenile Products Association. We are here to evaluate toy manufacturers and baby products based on our 5 criteria. These are product safety, safety assurance, specified standards, self-export capability, and social responsibility. I am here in Ningbo right now, and Ningbo is known as a major production hub of toys and baby products, including wooden toys, baby prams, safety car seats, high chairs, children, bicycles, and more. Now, I am here today at Forbaby Children's Product Company Limited. We are going to be evaluating, we're going to be checking around the factory, we're going to be touring you around this factory. So, without further ado, let's get inside the factory. Let me give you a quick overview about the company, Forbaby Children's Product Company Limited. So the company was actually established in 2002, and they are a design and manufacturing company of baby strollers. So the company or the factory is actually ISO 9001 certified, and they comply, of course, with the European and North American standards such as the EN 71 and ASTM F963. Now, they also have their own brand, which is Forbaby, which is what you can see behind me right now. And they export to more than 30 regions around the world, including several countries in Europe, in North America, Japan, and Australia. And also, the factory is actually huge. It is 42,000 square meters. They have about 80 workers here and 11 workshops. And let me just go around here, and I want to check their workshops, their facilities, dormitories. We're going to check all these based on our 5 criteria. All right, so let's go. Okay, I'm in one of the workshops right now. This is actually the injection molding machines. So let me just give you a little bit of an overview. We're here in the factory. It is actually located in Guan Highway Town, Cixi, Zhejiang, China. Forgive me if I mispronounce this, the Chinese terms for these places. But anyway, they have 11 workshops in this factory alone. They have automation equipment such as the cutting bed, the robotic arms, and electronic flower prototype. We're going to check that later on. And in the injection workshop, they have about 32 injection machines. They have several over here on my left. It's a lot. And later on, we're going to be seeing these injection machines with robotic arms in action later on, probably right after this part of the video. So we're going to check that out probably right now. Okay, so like what I mentioned earlier, I have to wait actually just to share with you guys. So this is their injection molding machine now in action with the robotic arms. As you can see, this is fresh out from the machine, from the mold, and we have this component. It's part of one of the products, and this robotic arm drops this plastic component, and then there's gonna be somebody here who will take out these excess parts. They'll basically take out these parts, and then they'll end up like this without those extra parts. They're gonna cut that out, and it's gonna be like this. All right, it's pretty cool. I don't know, I really have a thing with these injection machines because it's all automated, and they're still warm coming out from the machine itself. All right, wow, look at that, fresh out from the plastic injection machine. All right, so it's quite a little bit special right now. So I'm actually in one of their workshops wherein they actually build the molds themselves. Remember, if you've been watching us for quite some time, we always feature the injection molding machines where they inject plastic or some material to form a specific part of a toy or stroller or an accessory of a bike. But these are actually the ones that are inside these injection molding machines. Now this is a mold, and this mold, the solid steel mold, is actually produced and created here as well. They manufacture these as well for their in-house production of their molds for their injection molding machines. I'd like to mention as well, for the bigger ones, they actually import them from abroad. So they have in-house, and also they get imported ones. So like this one, they actually created this specifically. It's for this specific plastic. This is part of a stroller. So as you can see, it actually fits here. So this is what comes out from this once installed in the injection molding machine. Now they have all the CNC tools, all the machine work to make these molds specifically. We're talking about precision here and heavy machinery to produce these molds. Okay, so we are now in one of the workshops where they actually do all the metal work. So, you know, we're talking about steel frames, aluminum frames, alloy frames, right? So, for example, here we have the basic component where I think this is for the handle. So it's been bent. This is already processed. But they all start from long pipes as the raw materials, right? So they cut them, they bend them, like this one, for example. This one has been bended. There you go. So all these have been bended. And of course, you need to weld these components together. When you're talking about welding, of course, you want to make it seamless, precision welding, right? So actually behind me is actually a robotic arm. Everything is automated. So this is one of them right now that's actually working. So they have this welding machine which is automated. What it does basically is, I don't have anything here right now, but what it does is actually it produces or welds a component really clean and seamless, and it does it in a precision time and at the fastest possible time, even without human assistance. So basically this machine will work on its own. And look at that, it's actually welding on its own with this high-tech robotic arm, giving it a seamless weld that will connect two metal parts together. So right now what we're seeing here in action is their automatic cutting machine for a certain fabric, for a certain pattern. So we have rolls and rolls of fabric over there. It's going to start from there, it's going to end here. And this machine accurately punches holes, cuts specific patterns based on the design from this console here. So they get the R&D design and everything, feed it into this computer, and this computer will ask this machine to perform its duty, which is to cut a specific design. Like, okay, let me just share it with you. It's kind of like this one, so it cuts kind of like this one. This is one of some of the components that a stroller or one of the products will have. So this actually shows how precision the cuts are, how accurate they are, how efficient, and how fast they can actually manufacture their strollers. So this is just one of the steps that a finished product stroller will have to go through. All right, so I stumbled upon this because I was looking at the guy earlier on. He was looking at a certain sticker. So I just learned that actually this sticker actually will identify a specific roll of fabric. We have layers of fabric here, right? So the code from this one will actually help identify from the computer that it will know a specific pattern that's programmed to, what kind of pattern it's going to be cutting. So yeah, it's a really good insight, right? So anyway, let's move to the next workshop, shall we? All right, so I'm actually in there. I was actually so fixated. I was staring at our friend over here is doing the sewing for the straps, actually, because I am in the tailoring workshop. This is where they actually sew different components, whether it's the seat belt, whether it's the harness, whether it's the padding inside the stroller or whatever product that they're gonna be putting this into. They have different things that they sew here. The one with the Velcro, she sews the part where the Velcro is. We have all these expert tailors. They do all these things. So we have around 200, more than 200 tailor machines that they have in this facility alone. So of course, not only the metal parts, the assembly line, not just the other workshops. I just wanted you to see as well the part where they do all the tailoring. So everything here, like this part, this warning part here is tailored here. Let's move here. Like this one as well, the padding, comfortable padding for the strollers. So everybody's here, different things that they actually sew here. So 200 machines do different things here. So I'm in one of their assembly line. This is one of many, as you can see, it says Assembly J, and it's for the mother care product line. So I have here one of the stroller. This is actually the finished product. This is the, it says here, first article table. So this is what is going to be the finished product at the end of this conveyor. So it starts with, if you follow me, So it starts with assembling some of the components, all right? Starts with this bar and everything. So she's actually assembling a small part here, probably the angle or the hinge of the stroller that you've seen earlier. It goes through this process here. I think these are heat lamps. Anyway, so it goes here. We have a couple of tubes. They're installing some plastic components. There you go. And then it goes another here. And then it goes here with this component, assembling, screwing some of the components as well. So it goes through this conveyor, and then they pass it on in the middle where the conveyor is. And it's starting to come to life. So now we have this frame, all right? And then we move here. We have more components, rivets, and all those things. So, yep, it's kind of riveting. It's starting to look like a stroller now. As you can see, I want you to see and check here. Now we have wheels. There you go, the basic frame of the stroller. And let me just check one of them. So this is what they install on this part. Wow, nice. Now, let's move over here. And then they start to install the front wheels. Here you go, these are the front wheels. More rivets. And it's starting to come to life. It's starting to look like the actual product now. These are for the springs for the shock absorbers, of course, for the front wheel and the back wheel. And then now, we are here at the quality inspection. So this part, at the end of that conveyor, they start checking, ensuring that everything is installed correctly. She's actually installing some stickers about these EN71 or all these standards. So she's installing them just to show that these actually complied with those standards. And then at this part, it's actually checking. It's really impressive. There you go. He's going to be checking how sturdy they are, adjusting them, and then there you go. Ensuring that everything actually works perfectly fine. So he's checking the shocks and everything. There you go. Everything is installed correctly. Removes them, puts them back in. There you go. And there you go. How sturdy. Wow. Starts to fold it. There you go. Thorough testing. Wow. This is inspection area actually. And then he's gonna install something else. There you go. So it's good to go. Those safety caps, this is Forbaby. Wow. And he transfers them here where they put all these foam paddings, getting ready for to be packaged or to be put in the box. There you go. All right. To protect the product as well before packaging. So they pad it with some foam. All right, let's move over here. And then on this part, they already are convinced that the quality is good. They start dismantling the stroller again for packaging. As you can see, she's packing them very well with protective foams. There you go. With some plastic. And she's actually doing the same thing as well for all the components. Disassembled for convenient packaging, so that it's only in one small box. And everything here, as you can see, our friend over here, the boxing expert. I want to see this, I want to share this with you guys. So he does the packaging. There you go. All right, so it's gonna be packing, but we're still waiting. So he's waiting a little bit more components here. And then, so they're gonna be packing it here. Let's not wait for that. So he's gonna be packing these. And then as soon as we arrive here, this is where it all ends. The final packaged product. So it all ends here. It means it's from the assembly line, from the beginning, the first stage, to the last part, inspection area, to the packaging. And then here we are, ready to be shipped and transferred or transported to the customers. Now, if we're talking about baby strollers, of course, safety is the most important thing, right? Because you're gonna be trusting a product with your child in it, right? So basically they have different testing. We're actually in their physical testing lab. In this lab, they test the strollers on different terrains and stuff like that. But I want to go into detail. So, for example, this one, It's actually to test if the stroller will slip on an inclined surface. And actually, I'm going to read here quickly. It's for the ASTM AF833. So this will have to test this stroller or their other strollers if it's going to slip on a 12-degree angle. So this is one of the things that they use to test that before they actually can put it into production, right? So they have different things here. For example, here, you want to go here? Even to the packaging, like for example, this one. This is going to be the packaging for the stroller. They want to make sure that the product is actually going to be safe when it's going to be shipped to their customers, right? So they have this to test how strong the cardboard is. Actually, they have all labels here. Simulation of transport testing machine box. Okay, so let's go over here because it's really interesting. So you can see they all have weights to simulate that there's an actual child here. But I want to show this specifically. So, hello, ni hao. So, what is this specifically? Oh, okay. So this actually, so this actually simulates different rough terrain or surfaces. As you can see here, there are different ramps or small ramps that will simulate the stroller, including a weight to simulate that there's a child in it. So this is non-stop testing. They're gonna test the wheels. How can they actually withstand all this rough terrain? So this is gonna be running like forever until it breaks actually. So they know the strength of these strollers. That's pretty rigid. There's a heavy weight over there. Even with this one. Let's see how it's gonna hold. Yes. So aside from that, they have all these other testing machines as well. They have the drop test. Come in, can you follow me? They also have this one. It's for the front wheel. It is also for stroller curb mounting test machine. So they have this as well. And this one, because they're all labeled, it's pretty cool. And this one is for the twins. This one is for the stroller irregular surface. It's the same as this one, but for the twins, for two. Child or infants or toddlers. This one is the free fall testing machine. So basically it's the drop machine. So if something falls, they actually test the stroller. Wow, this is really vigorous testing. They have the tensile testing machine as well. Let's move over here. Oh, what about this one? Heel wear testing machine. They have everything here. Wow, that's amazing. This is a weighing scale. This one is a little bit different. This one actually tests the thickness or the hardness of the pipes, all the metal parts of the stroller. And they have this one as well as the patchwork tester. They test the fabric for its strength because we have straps, right? We have straps around the stroller. They want to make sure that how strong these are. And we have here, ni hao, yeah. So what is this? Oh, okay. Let me just translate that. Let me just translate that quickly because this is actually testing the cardboard for its strength. Even for the cardboard, they're actually testing it. So he's actually measuring it right now. There you go. He's just doing a quick test. I was going to do another one to test the thickness, how strong that cardboard is, which is going to be the packaging. All right, 谢谢. So we have all these as well. And I know these, of course, it's the temperature box. All these are actually going to be used for the stroller. That alone ensures the quality, the safety. They pass all these standards for the European and the North American markets. So let's move to the other workshops or facilities. All right, finally, I'm here at a showroom of Forbaby. And you know, between these two featured products, I have here on my right is the V70, and on my left is actually the A371. We're gonna be doing a quick demo, actually. So I have here a nice stroller, the V70. It's actually catered for the European market, so you can see the huge wheels, the huge body of this stroller, how sturdy it is. It's specifically designed for that market. And as you can see, of course, like with all strollers, they have the canopy. The canopy protects the child or the infant or the toddler. It says here UV 50+, so it basically protects it from the UV rays or the sunlight, right? It can be be harmful if they're going to be under the sun for quite a while. So we have this nice canopy for the shade. And of course, we have this safety harness or the seat belt. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-point seat belt. Pretty cool. And it has this nice fabric, of course. And it comes with this as well. I love this one, a very stylish carry-on bag that comes with it. Look at that, that's so classy, very European, huh? I love this one. It comes with this stroller. And of course, we have a compartment at the bottom, really spacious. Wow, I didn't see this one earlier. So really spacious, and it has this clicking motion. I think it's magnetic. There you go, so convenient. So a really spacious bottom. And then, of course, you have this big brakes. And of course, I noticed this as well. It has this shock absorbers here at the bottom to absorb more of that impact. And nice strong wheels, I can tell. There you go, really comfortable for the baby. I'm actually it's like I'm a customer right now. I'm actually testing it. And not only limited to toddlers, of course, I'm gonna be, there you go, simply by just pressing these two buttons here, I can get rid of the that carriage. Now for babies 6 months and below, there you go, good news. It's so easy to install and set up. I just have to make sure, there you go. And then it fits snugly, there you go. So now I have an infant stroller. My baby's gonna be safe there inside this. Actually, because my son was born in Ukraine, in Europe as well. So I know this very well, you know, in winters, in cold weather. So they can really keep them warm and snuggled nice over here. Wow, so yeah, and then you can unzip it in summers. Simple, just take out the, what do you call this, the cover. There you go. All right, so this is the, what do you call this? This is the V70. I'm gonna put this back because I wanna share quickly on how to fold this nice stroller. Actually, it's really, really sturdy. Seriously, it's really sturdy. I like it. So I'm gonna fold it with a quick motion. Oh, by the way, it also has the safety harness in front, more like an extra protection for the child. And I'm gonna fold it quickly, just to show you a quick demo first. If I remember it, there you go. And then, where's that button? Ah, sorry. I fold this and then I lift this here. And there you go, convenient. It is important to have a convenient folding function for your strollers because, of course, you don't want to, it's all about storage at the end of the day. I had like, I don't know, 4, 5, 7 strollers in my life for my kids. So storage is also one of the things that you need to consider. So this is really, really great. It's big, it's spacious, it's sturdy, it's strong, and maximum 15 kilograms. Okay, let's go to the other product that I have here. This is the A371. I love the color because, you know, bright colors, they add more safety feature when you're crossing the road. For the drivers on the road, it's really important that everything's really visible. So this orange color, this is my personal opinion because I'm a product consumer as well. So I have here the A371. It's lighter than the V70, I can tell. Yeah, it's for bigger toddlers, right? Mr. Xiao, it's for bigger toddlers, right? For toddlers, okay. So as I can see, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-point seat belt as well. And it has the, of course, the function to recline for upright. There you go, for upright. And then if your kid is sleepy, which my youngest son right now likes to sleep in the stroller, just simply do this and recline it and they can comfortably sit there. And I like the fabric as well. Nice fabric. And of course, we have that compartment at the bottom to put some stuff there. And of course, the lock feature, there you go, the brakes. And let's fold it quickly. And you can fold it quickly just like this. And it has a foam here for carrying. It's really light if you think about it. And of course, convenient for storage. There you go. It's really, really easy to fold and set up. So anyway, just 2 products for now, but I have hundreds of strollers here. I don't have really time, but let's just go run a little bit here. Let's check out some of their products as well. So they have all these bunch of strollers. Wow, like this one with this kind of like stainless kind of feel. They also have high chairs, really nice. Wow, it's like a memory lane for me. They have high chairs. They even have tiny strollers for quick walks. Look at that. All these baby carriages here for 6 months and below. This one too. Wow. So many products. But anyway, I'd like to show you everything here. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, here. Come on, over here. I want to show this quickly. I wish I had twins. Now, these are for twins, right? The 2 carriages for twins. Look at that. Another one here. They have several designs, all specifically for parents who have twins. There you go. But anyway, it's been nice. I actually was checking this out the whole day. I was here hanging out at lunch, and I was really surprised, and checking out all these products. I was asking about them. It got me so excited. So we featured 2 products. But anyway, we're kind of running out of time, so we have to move to the next workshop, all right, or facility. All right, so one of the things that we're looking into to be a certified supplier, of course, is how the company actually controls its product quality in line with the international quality management system. This actually ensures the overseas buyers, to give them confidence that what they're buying is actually safe. It passed all these strict standards for Europe or US or whatever your region is going to be. Let me just share, speaking of certification and reports, for example, here, I want to share with you guys, all these test reports locally here in China. And we have all these certification or reports that just confirms that they have passed the local test here in China. But I want to emphasize on the international, the overseas test report. This one is from Europe. It actually says it passed the EN 1888 standards. We have one for Australia because they do export in Australia as well. We have more for Europe, and this is actually the EN 1888 as well from one of their products. There's like non-stop, numerous test report that they all have passed. I can see it says passed here. EN 118 for the 2 child care stroller, and for Australia as well. So not only locally but also international test reports. I also want to share with you guys, okay, we have a couple of certificates here. Like for example, here we have the GBT 23001 in 2017. They got this certification. We also have this quality management certification, GBT 19001, or also ISO 19001 certification. And these as well, these are the original copies, so I want to show them with you guys, is the ISO 19001 certification. We have the quality management system, the actual huge certificate, the original copies, ISO 45001. So this factory is really certified. There you go, ISO 45001. Okay, so they have the English and the Chinese translation for these. And not only that, I also want to share something here that is kind of special, all right? I only have some of them. It's actually a huge stack. So we have the certificate of design patent for the designs that they have produced. So they're all original, designed by the R&D team. So there's just few of them, but actually over there behind this camera is like huge stacks. So this for the design patents, and then these actually are for the invention patent. So that's totally different. The design is the appearance, and the invention patent, they may have invented a technology, maybe something that is innovative in the stroller line of business. So they have tons of these as well. And to add to that, I have more patent certificates over here. It's like they brought all the documents. I mean, I'm really amazed. I didn't know that they have these actually, because it's if not hundreds, probably thousands of patents. Alright, so I am here at Forbaby's Research and Development Center. So they have around more than 10 people here right now with their experience and expert designers here. This is where the brainchild is actually, because this is where they all design, from the wheels to the frame to the fabric design. So they're all experts in each field. As you can see on my right, our friend over here is actually probably designing or redesigning, or maybe a new concept about the frame of the stroller. I can see kind of similar over there. So these probably are prototypes. So as you can see, from the frame to the backrest and everything happens here actually. So let's move to the other section, because these guys are really busy right now. And yeah, I'm actually seeing maybe some of these are gonna be released soon. Well, there you go. Interesting, but we can't show some of them because of confidential content, okay? But anyway, let's go to the other room right now. Let's go. Okay. Okay, so one of the criteria that we're looking for, of course, is social responsibility, because it is important, because we want to make sure that being a certified supplier, we mainly evaluate how the company takes care of their employees. Now, behind me is actually their dormitory. It's a 6-story building. It has 136 dorms or rooms. It can fit 3 to 4 people or persons or employees in each room. Now, on each room, actually, they have complete necessities that they need, from power to hot water to internet. All these things are actually included as well. Now, on the first floor from this dormitory building is actually their canteen as well. I was having lunch here earlier. I'm actually kind of losing light right now because it's almost the end of the day. And they actually have 63 tables, 422 seats to cater all the employees, one at a time or at a time. And yeah, so this is their canteen and their dormitory. All right, so to give us a little bit of insight or an overview, a deeper overview about Forbaby, I have here Mr. Xiao, the general manager. Hello. And I'd like to thank you for your hospitality and for giving us a tour around your factory. But I have 2 questions for you, and I believe even our audience want to know this as well, especially the last question I'm going to be asking Mr. Xiao. But so I just want to know first, though, how long has Forbaby been in the business, in the baby stroller business?
Forbaby was founded in 2002, so almost 20 years.
20 years.
We always focus on the baby stroller.
So for 2 decades, for 20 years, you've been developing, you've been producing, you've been designing the same product line, which is product category, which is the baby stroller.
Yes.
Yeah. So if that given 20 years means you have the expertise, you have you're the baby stroller specialist, if I may say, for 20 years, right?
Yes.
So you know this product very well. Well, that's really nice to know, and because it's really important to ensure, because we're talking about here are baby strollers. I'm a father myself. I have 4 kids, so I bought 4 strollers in my entire life. So it's always, as a father, as a customer, as a consumer myself, I want to make sure that I put my baby in a stroller. It's all about safety and all these things, right? So 20 years in the business, that's really good to know. If I'm gonna buy a stroller, if I'm gonna have a 5th kid, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get a Forbaby stroller. I promise you that, because I've seen the quality. But anyway, I also want to ask you, really important is the key points in developing, because you've been around in the business for 20 years. So what is, for the future, for the key points in designing new products and all these things? Can you share me more about that?
Yeah, I think the most important for new product development is innovation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you said you like Forbaby,
mm-hmm.
and you want to use baby stroller in travel, maybe mm-hmm. In home and in park. So you have many different use environment. So innovation is for service for customer different use environment, and to improve the convenient and easy for the use environment. So this is the innovation.
So I will agree on that, because I was a father. More than 20 years ago, I was already a father, and I had a stroller. And back then, the strollers were heavy, were big. They were hard to fold. But at that time, it was convenient. And then to compare strollers now, because I was kind of testing your strollers as well a while ago at the testing room. They showed me how easy they are now to fold, how lighter they are now, and now they can even fit on the during flight. So innovation, and there's going to be more innovation in the future, like what you mentioned, to adapt your strollers to adapt with different needs, different environments.
Different environments.
Okay, so that's a really promising thing that Mr. Xiao just shared with us, and probably I'm gonna make another baby and I'm gonna buy a stroller from them. But kidding aside, I'm afraid we have to go, because we're running out of time. But If you want to contact Forbaby, you can contact them directly or through CTJPA, okay? But anyway, thank you, Mr. Xiao, the general manager of Forbaby, for giving us a nice tour. We were here the whole day. I had so much fun from the workshops and everything. So thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so that's it for today, and I'll see you again on the next video. Bye, guys.